Aloha, welcome back to Pauhana Referee. Again, I'm Kavala Mossman, and as I talked about on my last introduction video, that I'll be reviewing some controversial calls that happened in the first couple weeks. Now, there wasn't too many controversial calls in the first couple weeks, so I'm kind of using this video to kind of explain where I'm getting some of my information and like how I'm going to talk about rules and where I get my information for that. So first, where I'm getting my laws of the games from is IFAB, which is made up of 4 British football associations from England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, and also made up with FIFA, which is the International Football Association that most people know about, and kind of this is the big where we make the rules and what the laws of the games are, especially the changes in the laws of the game. And the laws of the game have been refined and had drastic changes from like 2016 is when they started making big changes into the laws of the games, and there's always changes every year. So kind of just like a quick little mission from IFAB is the mission of the IFAB is to serve the world of football as the independent guardian of the laws of the game, as the only body authorized to decide and agree changes to the laws of the game. We listen to the football community and with the goal to improve and develop the game of the players, or for the players, match officials and fans with protecting and strengthening the spirit of the simplicity of football. And yeah, so IFAB's really well known as we help make the game to what it is now, and kind of those laws changes, and most football associations follow what IFAB is doing. So kind of with that, the big controversial call that I knew of and I've seen, and kind of what spurred me to make this podcast series and kind of explain. Now, I wish I was able to watch full referee like videos, and or not referee videos, but like full games to analyze kind of the refs, but next week we'll get into that. And so kind of the first one that was like big and known was Declan Rice. I think it was August 31st. He received a red card, which sent him off. Again, he is the pride and joy of Arsenal. They made a big transfer last year, and you know, Arsenal fans are known for being pretty ruthless and crazy. So kind of the big thing was, how come he got a red card? The ticky-tacky. Well, as we can see, we've seen in games after as well, but Premier League is trying to cut down on the delaying of restarting of the game and kind of slowing the game down during restarts. So we've seen a lot of yellow cards for this in the game. Declan Rice did get a red card, did get a yellow card in the 42nd minute of the game against Brighton, and the game ended in a draw, which made all the Arsenal fans go crazy, especially that Declan Rice was sent off in the 49th minute. So without even a full hour playing, they were down a man and ended up with a draw against Brighton. And so in the 42nd minute, Declan Rice gets a yellow card. So he's sitting on a yellow card, and kind of there's a couple points that I see people talking about in the kind of internet, on Twitter, everything like that about this game. And so the first point is this: in the 17th minute, 41 seconds in, ball kind of goes out of play. You got the Brighton winger, the ball's just getting out of play, and he's kicking that ball upfield, again saying delaying of the restart of the game. So a lot of people saying, how come he hasn't gotten a yellow card here for it compared to when Declan Rice got it? Well, a little bit different. This is super on early in the game. Also, Declan's was pretty early on, but a lot of fans are talking about Arteta, who's here, which I'll circle in the black, close to the ball. So they're saying, well, the ball will roll into Arteta. He'll pick it up, who's the coach of Arsenal, and toss it to his players. They can get a quick throw in, catch Brighton on their heels in that quick transition. Well, as a referee, I'll explain. You see these dotted lines near Arteta. He's actually outside of the technical area. So which you don't see any coaches getting yellow cards or being told much. But the fourth official probably is talking to Arteta and being like, hey, you got to be in your technical area. I'll pull up the rules on the technical area, which states, one, it's only extending 1 meter out from the sides of the technical area. It states that one occupant of the technical area to like give technical tactics. So that's one, Arteta. But you need to remain in your technical area, which Arteta is not in his technical area in that scenario. So if we really want to get nitpicky here, we can bring that into the game, which again, the referees don't want to be bringing that into the game. So kind of just letting this go. Again, that ball is a little further than just right outside of the line, but as most people know, you're playing, you're quick, you're hoping you can get there, you're kicking that ball. The referee sees this. He's in a great position to see what's happening here. And again, this is the Premier League, so the ball goes up towards keeper. Just tell the keeper, kick that ball off the field. Ball boy passes the ball to the Arsenal players. They can get a pretty quick restart of the game. So that's one point that a lot of Arsenal fans are bringing up and are like saying, well, how come this is happening? Why are we getting offenses against us? And so yeah. Now moving on to the Declan Rice part. Again, he's sitting on a yellow card. This is in the 49th minute. We can see here. So we can see here, he's looking, commits a foul. He commits a foul. The Brighton player tosses the ball slightly forward to take a quick restart of the kick. Well, Declan Rice should be giving 10 yards from the spot of the foul, or where the ball is placed for the free kick. So as we can see, he's slowly walking in front. A lot of players do that. We understand that is slowing down the game, but what we can see is he's looking down towards the ball. He gives the ball a nice little nudge with his foot, moving that ball and making sure that the game isn't starting quickly, which is that delaying of the start of the restart of the game, which he received his second yellow card for. And I see a lot of fans saying, red card, red card, red card. They're all saying red card. He received a second yellow card. So this is just a bad decision, in my opinion, a dumb decision from Declan Rice. You're a leader of the team. Some people say should be the captain of the team. You're there and you're making small little ticky-tacky dumb decisions to kick that second ball away, or that ball away from the Brighton defender from taking the restart. So coming over again, referee shows another yellow card and then he shows a red card. Typical procedure. And so again, yes, there was a red card given, but second yellow card. Once you get 2 yellow cards, you're given a red card. So he was sent off, down to 10 men, that type of stuff. And right after that, while players are asking, you can see the referee here. He's showing with his motion of his foot that he kicked the ball away, giving the nudge to delay the start of replay of the game. And so again, disciplinary actions. Yellow card communicates a caution. A red card communicates the sending off of the player. this is just quick info, but delaying the restart of play is to show a card. So this is kind of giving you that thing of if a player, substitute player is delaying the restart of the play, they're to be shown a card. And again, this wasn't it says here, once the referee has decided to caution or send off a player, play must not be restarted until the sanction has been administered. That's just talking about Declan leaving the pitch, leaving the field, and the area of the game that the referee doesn't want him there anymore. But if we go back to that video, he's shown a second yellow card first. He wasn't shown a straight red for this incident, which we see a lot of fans talking about. I think this is really good decision making from our referee, Chris. And so, yeah, I mean, again, he was shown his second yellow card for a red card. We can see that here, even on the Premier League site, where they are showing that second yellow card behind that red card, showing that he was given a second yellow, then a red card, and sent off in that game. And so, yes, frustrating. Arsenal fans have the right to be frustrated because one of their star players is sent off in the game, but he was sent off in the right reasons. I think the referee did the right decision there. This is that first one, super early in the game. It's not critical. This second one, later in the game, you're leading by 1-0, and you're doing little ticky-tacky, unsportsmanlike behavior, and just not letting the start of the replay or game to restart in the correct manner. And so he was given that second yellow. I think this is kind of, a very good, easy, quick understanding of, hey, this is how this happened and why this was made from our referee, Chris. And what I also want to say about this is I had said that the Arsenal fans have the right. What they should be upset at is Declan Rice making that small little decision. The referee did the right thing in that situation. He did what he's supposed to do. And so, for the fans to be super upset at the referee, yes, that's kind of just how it always goes. Fans get upset, blame goes straight to the referee. But the blame should be on Declan for making that small, dumb decision. And he's probably rethought of that, and after the game was like, yeah, I don't know, I can't say definitely, but probably cost his team the draw instead of the win, which of course Arsenal are always at the top of the league fighting for that championship. So hopefully you enjoyed my quick little insight on kind of that one play. I wish I could have found some more controversial calls. It's been pretty good. VAR, always a topic. You'll hear me talking about it in future episodes. I think VAR is a good asset for the referees, but at the same time can have hard connotation of, actually, we don't think you are doing a great job. We need to come in and make our ruling on it, where it's video assistant referee, so they're there to assist. There are times where VAR is used, times where VAR cannot be used. I think it's really important that VAR does get used in the right way. And VAR went in to that, looked at that one as well. A lot of people did in that case. One, I don't know if we can see it here. I don't think I have a screenshot of it. But Brighton player goes to kick the ball, hits Declan Rice. Declan Rice goes down. They're saying it's a foul on the Brighton player. Also that it shouldn't have counted because the ball's moving. Well, the ball's moving because Declan Rice gave it a little nudge, and he has the right to kick that ball for the restart of the play. Declan Rice is getting in the way, which again also equates to receiving a yellow card. So there's many points of where we can back up the referee in here. VAR went and looked, and can definitely went in and was like, okay, yep, that's the right decision. He made the right call and decided not to give a yellow card to our defender on Brighton as well. In my opinion, I think that's the right call. We both can see this Brighton player is purposely doing this. He's taking the free kick to either hit the ball off of Declan to kind of, he knows he's on a yellow card, trying to get him sent off. But Declan is also doing the same thing, making sure the game does not restart. Brighton player is trying to play the ball, do the right thing, but we know he's trying to do this quickly, so there is a chance that Declan does what he just did and gets sent off. Yeah. So this next week, I'll be reviewing the Man City game, which is taking place on Sunday, October 20th. I'll be reviewing our referee of that game, which they haven't said who our referees are yet. So I will talk about our referee, kind of some stuff about him, his style, reviewing, kind of seeing things that I think are really good, pick up his positioning on the field, things like that. And then the second game I will be reviewing is going to be our Arsenal Bournemouth game. That takes place on Saturday the 19th. So again, I'll be reviewing the referee there, and if any controversial calls happen during match week 8, I will find those clips, talk about how I think the referee could have done better, did the right thing, all that type of stuff. So stay tuned. Stay tuned to watch me analyze the referees of the Arsenal Bournemouth game and the Man City Wolves game. Mahalo.